Hey guys, Tightrope here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Elst Outskirts. Play spawning in the south we have Chrixs or Chrixs, I'm not sure. Playing as the British forces. Going for mobile assault. Teaming up with him is Papa. The Soviets who has guard, rifle combined arms, terror and guard motor coordination. From the north we have Sad playing as OKW. Immediately going for Grand Offensive, and Iosif Stalin playing as Ostheer with assault support. Is that an L? No, I think it's an I. Capital I. This is a Patreon back submitted game. The Axis are an arranged team around rank 2100 against allied randoms who are both around 900-ish. Alright, jumps out of the building, then back in.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Ooh, gets around the side of the machine gun there, well done. Machine gun dropping very quickly as well. Jumps into the universal carrier. You can't shoot from inside of that, so not a good idea. He's come around the corner now as well. Need to switch the focus fire over to those, a little bit slow. Now they're working well. Beat the Grenadier eventually. Almost get the wipe on it as well. There's the carrier just chipping away. You don't have to like overplay your hand trying to fight into this. You can just wait until either you get the upgrade on the universal carrier, for more damage, or maybe the flamethrower on one of these engineers. Play around it in the meantime if you don't have a good engagement going. But it looks like this is the Bren Mando strategy coming in. Got the Flamer M3 ready to get into action. Looks like it's going to come to the stern pyros in the center of the map first off. I think for the one combat engineer. Fast retreat though, and we do have 2 Fusiliers, so gotta watch out for those anti-tank grenades. Good time to back away there for Papa. Well handled. Back to the squad inside the building though, quick to jump out. Took a big dose of flame damage though. We'll just carry it back up to full strength now. Good one for the penals through the centre. Gonna go for the Fusiliers down the far side. Even if he takes an anti-tank grenade here, it's not too bad. Squeezing through that tiny gap there. And just jump out and repair the M3 while it's while you're capping. It's fine. Okay, jumping all onto this side of the building, which is a good idea, so only one window's firing back at this squad. Good choice there from Chrixs. Rifle nade though. Cheeky one. Does force the retreat. Squad does survive though, good reaction times, and still have an engineer back here for repairs. One of the real benefits of these kind of strategies, double squads to help repair up that universal carrier, helps keep the uptime where it can do damage. Now into a mortar. Not going for the mortar pit, just the regular mortar. We have seen, mortar pits do very well from around this position on this map. Can be a very strong option. Opting for the regular mortar instead. Perhaps better during the very early stages of the game where maybe you're not as solid, where you can actually hold on and dig in with the mortar pit. Likely for it to get pushed off. I think I'd take the punt anyway. Strong start from the Allies, why not, play for the best case scenario. So awkward position here for the Penals. The squad deciding to retreat since they're so low in health. M3 though does find the Sternpires again, able to chase them away close to the mine, but doesn't run over it. Chasing them for a bit of damage. We do have some PTRSs upgrade on one of these Penals. Did end up going for one extra combat engineer in the later stages. Doesn't quite get the wipe. Coming over to assist on the other side of the map. A lot more Panzerfaust on hand. Might run into one immediately. Jumps out of the building onto the wrong side though. Faust connecting on the M3. Very quickly down the road. No Grenadiers coming in for further Faust damage. Here comes the flak half track though. Two snaring squads nearby. The flak half track's actually going to have to be careful here. Takes one immediately. Tries to take out the M3. But there's just the sheer amount of small arms damage. Does end up taking down the M3A1, but I mean, it was kind of coming to the tail end of its usefulness anyway. Maybe it's going to be sent to do backcapping duties. And that's a very premium unit at this phase, the flak half track, to trade for it. Very bad idea there for SAD. It's a demo charge up on the sandbags. I think it's a little bit obvious. Might have more success trying to get on the side of the building. Oh boy, Penal's come around the corner. 222. Chose an awkward way to back away. What? They ran into the demo charge? They could see it the whole time. Whoa. What? Alright. Flamethrower on the ground, and the British player doesn't pick it up. So it's at least good news for the Axis. Oh, Grenadiers dead over here to a grenade from the commandos as well. Oh, that is really bad for the Axis. Rebuild on the flak, which I think is a pretty reasonable idea. T-70 in the build for Papa. So it definitely needs to get some Raketans going as well. Can't be building a flak half track and no Raketans. 222 and hot pursuit trying to find the kill. And the UC does end up going, and look at all those men go flying. Should have worn their seatbelts. Oh, Fox Grenadiers go down and they drop the flamethrower. Guards. Looking for some damage on the 222 with the PTRSs. They're doing pretty well. Got another squad of commandos, so this is textbook Gremando action. Guards trying to recover the flamer, but the Grenadiers get there first. They did still have some weapon slots free since they aren't upgraded with LMGs yet. Close call. And here comes the T-70. Deep cap here for the Fusiliers. Complete the decapture, now going to retreat. No sweepers yet for Papa, could end up backfiring on him. With an active back at base, the T-70 meanwhile in hot pursuit. Oh, and the Fusiliers, they just got chopped to pieces. I actually thought that they'd probably get away. He did leave the retreat a tiny bit late. After completing the decapture, hung around for maybe about 3 or 4 extra seconds. Here we got commandos from camouflage, big grenade, and they get the decrew as well. Is he going to pick that up? He is. He's going to lose his commando squad for the trouble. But feels that it's worth it. 320 manpower or more machine gun here. Double 222s now. Doesn't want to let this get away. They've got the double anti-tank grenades potentially coming in, but they're coming around the wrong side of the building. 222's evading them for the moment. Oh, but they get away. That was a very close call. Oh, it doesn't have the munitions for the anti-tank grenades. Okay. Too many gammon bombs from the commandos. Out of munitions. Oh, and the greedies died to the guards. Standing out on the road there. Very painful. Oh no, he's gone for an Opel Blitz. Track's in some trouble. Too late on the smoke. Dodge on the grenade though. Good cut-off maneuver here from Stalin as well.
Cargo trucks are now available.
Both players standing out on negative cover here. Grenades and gammons and satchel charges going around. Going on to the munitions point, which is interesting. He's already got 120-ish. Don't think that's a high priority at this stage. Commandos again ambushing from camouflage. Doesn't quite get the wipe though. Needed the extra DPS from the grenade. Two coming in to assist. He's trying to kill the building? Kind of look like he's shooting at the building there. Oh. Good damage from the Panzer Chrixs. T-70 getting very low. Another squad of guards from Papa meanwhile. And Stalin going to drop down the planes. This is going to allow his 222 to survive at the very least. You know, you've seen me use this commander a lot recently. One of my new favorites. These planes very strong, especially in 1v1 against factions that don't have pintle machine gun upgrades like the Brits and Soviets. Did it say 2 planes? No, 2 machine guns. I know it's definitely not 2 planes, but I thought maybe the description was incorrect. T-70 takes a while to get some repairs going. A couple of S-mines interrupted there, it looks like. There's the LMGs on those grenadiers from inside the building. They could have done quite well there. Now it's Maz PTRSs chasing down these 222s. Looks fast switches to the grenadiers. 222s coming back in. Oh, that is not a wise choice. What's that? 7 PTRSs. Oh, and now we've got a Centaur. This is aggressive stuff here from the Allies. Will the officer make it home alive? Got some smoke coming in for SAG. Good teamwork here. Looks like it would have survived anyway, but it was a good idea. Black base covering the munitions point. That's unusual. Oh, he's going for another Opel Blitz. It's just, it doesn't have enough of an army, really. And honestly, you know, the Opel Blitz, since it doesn't give resources to your teammates, it's quite selfish to go for. You could be spending basically the exact same amount of manpower, just a little bit more on a cache. Oh, there we go, nice chase down on the peanut. And maybe just chuck it on like a standard territory point right outside your base, and you'll be getting, you know, maybe twice the resources that you'll be getting on the Opel Blitz for your whole team. Maybe it has some situations where you feel like it, you know, you can't put a cache down anywhere safely, and so by being able to move the Opel Blitz around, you can get more resources without losing a cache, but
Ready for strafing
so
mission.
it's typically unusual. It's usually at least like 1 or 2 standard territory points available. Caches to be constructed on. Okay, T-70 on secure mode here, doing a bit of capping. Commandos a bit slow to come out of camouflage. Occupied with the Centaur there. They go. Guards throw a grenade to win that fight. There's that pack. It's in the middle at the moment. Doesn't find the Centaur. 6 kills, pretty strong start for that. And now the Allies dominating the map. Looking to set up the triple cap. After a much stronger start, you can see Chrixs is just got a huge amount of manpower floating. But this is a pretty good composition. Maybe we could go for another squad of commandos, get an anti-tank gun. Here we are at the 15-minute mark. I think the Axis have a pretty poor fuel control. But you could see that Stalin could have a Panzer IV on the field right about now. Looks like he forgot to back away with the Open Blitz. Like I was saying, it's good how you can drive away with it and keep it alive, but you have to remember to do that first. Oh, this could be the end of the Centaur. Oh, and there it goes. Well done. Put in the machine gun planes as well, just to keep the pack safe. Okay, that's exactly what the Axis needed after their rough start. The double Raketins for SAD. They're a bit out of position at this stage. He's just going with Fusilier spam, and you know, it's a good unit to spam, pretty easy to control. Kittens working their way around the corner here. Looking for some T-70 damage. Maybe the guards didn't have vision because of the trees here. The Raketins missing. This Raketin setting up anti-tank grenades. Oh, and there goes the T-70 as well. Papa a little bit clumsy, hanging around there for too long with the T-70. Yeah, he didn't. That was a blind spot because of those shrubs. Couldn't see the Raketins there. So they end up killing the T-70. Well done by SAD. Who also has a lot of manpower floating, by the way. Got a fuel cache down for Chrixs. Pretty good idea. Only has one section, so it can be harder to build those. You can't build it with engineers. This is maybe one of the drawbacks of these engineer-heavy strategies, especially in these team games. Harder to build caches, build sandbags. Okay, that is a powerful force there. Full retreat from SAD. Empire is in quite deep. You have to worry about whether you're going to get wiped on retreat here. Looks like he is scared of that. Running away, trying to make a secure retreat, or maybe just going for some decapping. Do have to worry about like grenades into your retreat path. Maybe not that common at this rank, but something you definitely should be thinking about. Knew the machine gun was there because it shot at the 222. He's going to run in with the officer without dropping any smoke. So, ends up dropping it after he gets suppressed. Not the best order of operations. Empires do well in close range. Hanging on to their model count. Machine gun gets decrewed by a mortar, I believe. Also got the Brit mortar coming in. And we've got a KV-1 coming in for Papa. Looks like maybe the Axis thinking about saving for a Tiger, for SAD at least. Ooh, where are those guards going? Oh, now they're retreating, but it might be too late. And it is. KV-1 busting through the trees, but it's too late. Damage already done. Drop a DP. Penals are going to collect that. I think it's a decent option for the penals. It's a pretty bad machine LMG, but especially these kind of times where maybe running guns harder to come by, those kind of opportunities. Sure. Everyone gets out of there before any further damage. Satchel onto the building. Quick to jump out, but he's going to run into his own satchel. Oh man, it looked like it. Maybe the timer was misleading as to the satchel's exact position. It looked like he was going to run into his own satchel. I guess he knew where he was throwing it. Kitten's trying to set up, but they're under fire. Does manage to get the snare off. Penals go down all the way back here, by the way. Usually is finishing them off. So some big losses there for Papa. Down to just one penal now. Engineers capping in the center. Still getting chased down. The KV-1 with the damaged engine very slow, having trouble getting away from these units. Not much really to force away this infantry either. Kitten's lining up there, one shot coming through. It looks like that's a COH next for Chrixs. Everyone takes a main gun crit now, so can't even fight back that effectively.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Teenage Sternpire Chrixs, and that's that. Papa may be a little bit too confident in the KV-1, especially with no support any longer. Ends up losing that. Going for an SU-85 next. Probably should have gone for another squad of guards if he just called a squad in there. Probably could have run up to this point to save it if called it in while the KV was still back here. We had time to run up to the front lines, I think. Maybe could have helped deter the chase. Was a little bit too late coming out to really come over and assist, so not much the teammate could do about that. I brought in a lamb mattress now as well, so all the toys for Chrixs. Allies are actually behind on VPs at this stage, in spite of having such a large edge during the early phase of the match. And now they're going to have to contend with double packs. Got a machine gun bunker, but it's a little bit too far back. Can still cap on this edge. And Officer dropping down the heavy mortar strike. Got the Tiger out now for Sad. Do have a 6-pounder for Chrixs. Just the one though at this stage. Got a few mines down as well. I'm getting triggered there though. Ouch. No chance to escape. It's quite frustrating sometimes when the mortar just fires one shell as you start the retreat and then they go through the whole rigmarole before they can pack up to get out of there. 2 Tigers now. SU-85 is about to take an engine crit. We do have 2 snaring squads on the interception path. Coming over for the command Tiger. The Ostheer Tiger though chasing down the Comet. Snare on the command Tiger. SU-85 backing away. Comet now trying to get something going. But the packs are pushed up. This is dangerous stuff for Chrixs. Retreats with both the engineers. I think that was a mistake. Jumps on this, but it gets killed very quickly. AT gun doesn't quite hit vet, otherwise could maybe use the sprint to get out of there, but gonna get out of there just fine anyway. Comes the lamb mattress. No vision, but well targeted. Just about knocks out one of the AT guns, and this AT gun hasn't backed far enough away. Nearly getting decrewed there. Maybe a little bit too close here as well with the Comet on Ostheer Grenadiers, especially if they've got the Faust range bulletin, which he doesn't, to be fair. But it doesn't give you much of a time to react and back away when you're that close. Maybe Volks Grenadiers you could afford to be that close, but don't think it's a good idea. Just regular Grenadiers with the longer range Panzerfaust. Bit of trash talk, eh?
Warmed up and ready to go.
Still only one squad of commandos. Probably should have a second. And then we'll just pretty much be bang on for another Comet after that. In terms of pop cap. Oh, this looks like it could be a wipe. Got a T-34 in the build now for Papa. It's a bit more mobile. Might be a better option to deal with these squads on the edge of the map. Shut down the Panzer Fusiliers. The Comets come up here, but not as strong anti-infantry wise as the T-34 is. It's doing alright, but not tremendous. Made out onto the machine gun. And it ends up dying. Double kittens rolling up here. Machine gun crew sees them coming. And oh, we got a 17-pounder up for Chrixs in the center. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Might work against the double tigers. There's a close-range land mattress. Maybe slightly overshooting the Raketans, but they're going to retreat through it. And one of them ends up getting decrewed. Big losses here for SAD. 17-pounder looks like it got one shot off on the Tiger. Comet's coming up. SU-85 also returning to the action. Oh boy. Goes in for the ram. The Comet trying to get onto the rear to block. And that Tiger just got melted. Big damage from that 17-pounder. Nearly vet one after that. And that's pretty much the ideal. If you're building a 17-pounder, you want it to be up without the opponents knowing and do massive damage before they realize what's even happened. That's a cheeky gammon bomb. Just about worked too. Good reactions from Stalin. Saw that coming from a long way off since he's got the pyrotechnics and the vet sight bonus.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Get one sight bonus. So plenty of time to think of a move like that.
Comet, ready to move
We of course have vehicle crew repairs in this commander, so with 200 plus munis at this stage, probably worth just activating. Try to keep that Comet healthy at all times. Oh boy, Penals forgotten about up here. And they die so quickly to a blob like this. Try to put down a bunker up here covering the VP. Fusiliers going to interrupt that. Engineers end up going down. Cancels that. Rebuilds the combat engineers, building a Katyusha now as well. Oh, there we go. Big damage. 222 dead. Another casualty of the 17-pounder. Got a Shrek squad mixed into that Fusilier blob. Oof. I think he accidentally threw a grenade there instead of an anti-tank grenade. And Fusilier's down. Demo. Missed opportunity there. Oh, the 17 pounder again. Ooh, misses that shot. That was a close call. Oh. Okay, Comet gets out of range there. Bit of a close call. Matches into the north, but Fusiliers have already repositioned. Chusha at the back. Some pretty strong hits as well. Working now for Stalin.
Give us a big fat tank to kill.
Commando's equipped with the Brens now. Does make them much stronger long range, and there's still quite a few gaps here where there's no light cover. So having strong long range still quite good at this stage, but maybe once there's a few more craters and all that rocket artillery, they'll be able to perma camouflage, and that's where having them without the Brens is still a fine option. Okay, repairing up everything, including the team weapons. X is pushing on to the VP here. Pretty sure that's revealed right now. Yep. Try to kill it, but missing most of the shots. How long have they been shooting at that demo, dude? It's kind of bad luck. Looks like a dodge from the Werfer strike. If he does anything. Can, of course, use some destroy cover. Maybe clear off these trees if you want to open up the 17 pounders line of sight and angles.
Centaur attack tank ready and waiting for orders.
Shoosh up into the north and knocks out the Fusiliers, but looks like the T-34 trying to hide away in the corner does end up going down. Oh, the 17 pounder just pounding the Tiger. Oh, but the Comet bounces the kill shot and the double pack stop him from chasing any further. SU-85 though. Oh, I thought they might have died just then, just healthy enough to survive. Fresh command Tiger now for SAD coming around the north. Damage onto the Centaur. Frag bombs! Bombs armor working well there. The Raketin shooting at the Centaur. This isn't it's alright, I suppose. Metra's not hitting too much, but there was a decent amount in the area at least. SU-85, the 17 pounder now lining up on the command Tiger, which is buttoned. Having trouble getting away. Oh, doesn't get away in fact. Stalin bragging about how low the allies are on VPs, but maybe doesn't know that his teammate's Tiger just died.
Army commandos ready to go.
You see now SAD is very sad. By far the lowest amount of army size. Great hit from the Werfer there. Machine gun was trying to retreat, but so bunched up ends up dying. So maybe Chris has forgotten about that vehicle crew repairs. Got another squad of commandos building the machine gun now. I don't think he's quite got the popcat for that though.
The enemy are attacking in a
7, yeah. Push through the center. 17 pounder could be in some trouble. Got the Bren Mandos doing well against the Obers. Chusha coming in for a close ranger, but slightly off target. Blob still going strong. Commandos still have their grenade available. Need to throw it fast. They're dying too fast. They end up dying And now a 17-pounder, the brace is worn off, is in trouble. Centaur gets chased down by the Tiger, the double packs. He's in trouble for the Comet as well. And right as the Allies were flying high, they suffer a few major setbacks now. And the Chrixs connecting hard. Comet trying to get away. Tiger did at least get snared. Fires off some phosphorus there for some nice damage. Brave Bombs doesn't hit anything. The T-34 goes down to the Rocket and through the center. That in turn looks like it's about to die to these guards and the penals. Definitely the Allies came out worse off. Chrixs was 96 pop cap, I think. Pretty much max, now down to 54. Mattress out the back here onto the mortar pits. The pack out the back taking some hits. Great hits there.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Yeah, there's some big losses. 2 bunkers, 1 pack decrewed as well. Looks like the Allies are slightly hit in PopCap. Chrixs still has a bit of manpower in reserve as well. I'll bite off a bit more than he can chew with those commandos though. At 3 men, no vets against the Vet 3 flamethrower Grenadiers. Firefly rolling through the center now. Good option against the Tiger. And this is a scenario where I would definitely upgrade shield rockets. Don't have a big off-map in this commander where you want to be spending your munis and there's enough in reserve to be able to afford to use them.
The ability is ready.
Firing off that phosphorus. Softening up the Grenadiers. Someone prioritize vehicles with the Comet though. Comes the Werfer. Looks like it's going to be targeting the machine gun, which is already on the move. Still very bunched up though. Scatter on the Werfer's no good though. Coming in from the side, the Panzerschrecks on the Katyusha. Oh, heartbreaker there for Papa. Can come in for some crushes. Fusiliers with the Panzerschrecks don't have the anti-tank grenades anymore, so can't snare them. Good bit of crush action. Nice control. Comes the Tiger through the center. The Su-85 is nearby. So is the Firefly. Takes a walloping. Su-85 popping tracking here. Tiger is vetted up though. He's got that Vet 2 range bonus. Able to fire back. But Beaufort's covering the VP. I think it's an okay choice. Especially now that the Allies don't have any anti-air at this stage. Decent VP control. Pushing through the smoke here is sad. It's overwhelming. Land mattress decrewed. T-34 doing its best, but needs to keep the hull gun facing this direction. Otherwise he's missing a lot of DPS on that T-34. Chrixs keeping the retreat nice and safe though. Comes the Werfer again. Second Werfer actually for Stalin. And he does have the artillery officer, could get up to some shenanigans with that. Go bombs out, but They graze the land mattress. It's still alive.
Ready for orders.
Don't know if this Bofors has been detected yet. I wonder what it's... Might be alright. It's pretty susceptible to elevation, the Bofors. Might be an okay position for it though. Yeah, there's a lot of Panzerschrecks. Don't want to hang around for the second volley. Looks like they're missing anyway. Rebuild on the Katyusha for Papa through the centre now. Bofors preventing the cap. Got the packs here though. Katyusha not hitting anything. Just heating up into a tight capping race now. Tank grenade going to slow down that T-34 massively. Only one repair squad for Papa. So they're slow going. Does at least have the sweepers. Calling in some smoke here to go for the capture. He can attack ground with the Bofors. Looks like he runs through the smoke anyway. And drop the heavy mortar strike on the Bofors. He activates the brace. Firefly may be just out of range of the Tiger, or maybe doesn't have vision of it from the smoke. Not firing back here. Mandos are though, they're getting some great hits. Got a pinning plane coming through, and unfortunately that was the only anti-air of the Allies. No quad has been built this game. Here comes the land mattress. Decent hits. Pios end up going down to it in fact. Comet's still on prioritized vehicles, and this is risky. The double packs are right there. It is no Panzerfaust though. Uh-oh. Circling around with the tulip rockets. There we go. Perfect execution on that. Comet still needs to fire one more. No. What killed that? Packs lining up for the Comet's retreat path, but they shoot at the Firefly instead because it was revealed by the Panzerwerfer rockets. The Comet's still in pack range, and the attack grounds for the kill. Oh, Chrixs. Big misplay there. Great attack ground from Stalin, though. So, pretty good execution on the dive with the Comet Firefly combo, but not so good on the exit. The mattress decrewed by the Obers. Machine gun's gone down as well. Take a look at army sizes. You can see it's actually pretty close between the two sides. Oh my god. He tried to pick that up with the 3-man over squad. Are you kidding me, dude? Star makes a good point. 30 VPs left. Blob Wars in the center. But troops managed to cap the southern point. Katyusha's also coming to the center, coming in for a close ranger. This could be a big one. Very quick dodge for Sad. But that means easy caps for the allies in the center. Are losing control over here though. A couple squads branching out to the north. Here comes the Werfers, double Werfers in fact. This could be nasty. Not that bad, all things considered. 19 points left for the Allies.
Close air support is available.
Just everything away. And a Panther now for Stalin. Doesn't feel like waiting for the Tiger. Well, actually, he's got enough resources for Tiger anyway. Except for Pop Cap. It's drained from the Axis, but they're still over 150. They've still got plenty of time. Oh boy! T-34 coming in for a dive. Misses the kill shot on the Werfer. Oh, there, he gets one of them at least. Makes it a reasonable trade in the end.
Enemy forces are neutralizing
Oh,
a
but
sector.
wasn't paying attention to the guards during that. They end up going down. Be careful about this Katyusha on the front lines as well. The Fusiliers have long sight range with those G43s upgraded. Chrixs up here killing. Katyusha is backing off.
Ready for orders.
One-on-one the Fusiliers, but not two-on-one. Comes the Katyusha for the Shrek blob. Big damage. Commander's coming in. They're throwing grenades instead of focusing on the retreating model that was extremely low. There we go, Tiger Panther combo getting going. Still has enough manpower to maybe build another 17-pounder could actually work. So we've got a fresh Panther from SAD also. Diving in here with the Comet Firefly. It's going to take a Panzerfaust. Oh boy, this could be the end of the Comet. Here it goes. Oh, but the Panther out the back, extremely low one-shot, in fact. I think the planes are going to do enough. Panther diving in here. Oh, hits one tulip. The kitten bounces, SU-85 doesn't. The kitten might get one last. But it bounces again, but the SU-85 connects. His Vet 3, he's got that rate of fire. Huge action there from the Vet 3 SU-85. Making out for the double bounce from the Raketen. And there goes the Panther. Allies needed something like that. They were under a lot of pressure, but sad, he's very close to another Tiger already. Not even that much of a setback, really. Fresh squad overs now as well. Ouch. No chance for an escape there.
Yes, Comrade. The enemy is down to 100 points.
Waiting for the kickoff.
Axis though, ticked under 100. It's going to be another Panther for SAD. Not going to go for the Tiger again. Okay. Commando's coming out of camouflage. Load onto the guards, firing positions. If it doesn't hit too much there. T-34 up here. Oh, could go down those too many Panzer Shreks, but great hit from the Katyusha. Wipes out one squad of Fusiliers. He only takes out a lot more than that. Frag bombs on the Raketen decrew it. But Allies still holding on in the center. Commando's working with their camouflage. Very, very good for the capping wars. And it's just pure light cover everywhere. Planes here. Trying to make a dash onto the far VP, but the Tiger's over there. 14 points left for the Allies. They're capping up in the north. It's going to be neutral soon, but so is the center. Going to get very close for the Allies. This section does end up dying to the Tiger. Guard's going to come in though to jam the center. Predictive grenades. Oof, kind of dodges into it more. Oh, where is Sad going with this Panther? Where's he going? Oh, that was a horrible misplay for Sad. Panther just completely thrown away. Panther coming down, but a touch too slow. Kind of off target. Targeting kind of over here, and it was on this edge. Even though the engineers were dodging back, probably still would have hit them. 5 points, so it doesn't take much. Just this blob alone could probably get up here and complete the capture. KB1 getting aggressive. Going through the center, trying to see what's going down. Papa could still do with another engineer for repairs, just in case. 5 finds the Panther, great damage. KV8 is backed off a touch too far there, I think. Still on prioritized vehicles as well. Also calling down something. Big Katyusha barrage. Grenadiers hanging on by a thread. The Tiger's coming in now as well. Oh, but all the Chrixs going around this corner. Ober's trying to go for the cap, but the Mando's just completely destroy them. Comet's coming in now, but there's double AT guns through the center as well as all those Panther Chrixs. One of them misses though. Oh, but the pack doesn't. That was mega dead. One more was out of control for good measure. Very close call for Stalin. Almost lost 2 Grenadiers there, but does get out alive. Yes, mine's guarding this VP. It's going to be a slow drain on the Axis. Allies can't set up the triple cap. Comes a concussive grenade. Well targeted. And nice Panzerwerf. Gets the kill there. I don't think we've seen any coordinated barrages attempted by this officer, by the way. Tiger trying to get something done in the middle. 35. We've got a Bofors coming up to cover the center as well.
Ready to fire. Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Very fast pin time there.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Shield rockets threading the needle there, connects on both the Panther and the Tiger. Oh, and there we go. Great attack round through the smoke. Panther down. Bofors just going to town, and here comes the Katyusha now as well. And the land mattress. Oh, that is rocket artillery devastation. So many losses. Mando's though about to die in the north. T-34 trying to go for some crushing, but ends up going down to the Fusey blob. Commando's capping in the center. Oh, doesn't have any sweepers on either of these. Trying to go in for the cap. 4-man squad could get in there, I think. And needs to. Commanders do complete the capture. Engineers standing right on the edge. S-35 comes in for the crush on that. I'm going to clear off the bunker. Got a fresh Panzer IV here for Sad. Maybe he's forgotten about it. Completely inactive. Oh, the mortar. Engineers. Oh, down they go just before the cap completes. But here come the Soviet troops. One squad to cap, the other squad to deal with the infantry. S-35 facing the wrong direction to handle the Panzer IV. Tigers full steam ahead on repairs. Completes the capture. also not at full strength. It's the time where you're just like calling in infantry squads, just trying to do anything you can. Grenadiers jumping on the cap now. Comes the Katyusha, well targeted. A lot of retreats there for Stalin. 285 doing well, but the Grenadiers are still capping. Land Mattress, I think, trying to shut that down. Let's see if the scatter works out for Chrixs. Oh, just no rockets are hitting at all. Tiny bit of damage. There we go. Finally gets one, and maybe the commandos can stop this. They're running in there as fast as they can, and the friendly S-mines trigger. The Grenadiers go down. Smoke in. He's trying to go for the cap, but attack round from the Bofors. It's not the best when it's in attack round mode. Does rely on its accuracy a bit. Panzer Chrixs attack rounding in return through the smoke. There's a pretty big damage. The Bofors was nearly dead. Cruised the pack for some attack rounds as well. There goes the Bofors. Combat Edges jam the cap. 2 points left for the Allies. Commandos in here trying to cap, but here come the Pios. That's going to stop the clock. And the Axis end up winning this. Whew. All right. Well, pretty entertaining match all round. Allies, I think, with the lead they had in the early phase, should have been able to close the show, but Papa suffering a few too many tank losses. You know, that KV-1 and a couple T-34s to really ramp up his army. I think costing the Allies a lot of their lead. Some strong play from Stalin, keeping everything alive for a good chunk of this game until it all died in the center there. But yeah, it wasn't quite enough. The Axis able to squeeze out a VP win. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.